for joining me for Don't Be a Heretic. This week we're going to talk about the resurrection. To help us talk about the resurrection, we have a special guest. Catherine Joy Tony will join us now. Oh, there she comes. Hey, Catherine, how are you today?
Good. Hello, everybody.
All right. Hey, why don't you sit right here for me?
Okay.
Catherine, that's a fun way to sit.
I'm not sitting.
Huh.
I'm laying down.
Is that because you're sleepy?
No.
Is it because you're dead?
No.
Okay.
I just want to lay down.
Okay. Katie, whenever Jesus died, what happened next?
He came back to life today.
He did? Are you sure?
I am.
He came back to life. Does that mean he was a zombie?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you know what a zombie is?
No.
Well, there you have it, folks. Jesus, not a zombie. So says Catherine Joy Tony and Daryl.
Who's there? Who's Daryl?
Yep, the next section of the Apostles' Creed says that not only was Jesus crucified, dead, and buried, not only did he descend to hell or into death, as we discussed last week, but also that on the third day he rose again from the dead. You know what that means? It means that he was dead for a while, but 3 days later, he wasn't dead anymore. No, sir! Not even a little bit. Instead, he was fully alive. Yeah, when we think about Jesus and the resurrection, we can know that Jesus wasn't a ghost. Nope. He came back to life with a real physical body. He ate food. Ghosts don't eat food, usually. Not only did he eat food, people also touched his skin. Yep, Thomas put his hand in the side of Jesus. He felt the nail marks in his hands. You know what else is amazing? The people who saw Jesus recognized him as Jesus. They saw his resurrected body and they knew that he was the person who had been crucified. I'm not sure how they knew that. Maybe he looked the same, or maybe he smelled the same, or maybe the Holy Spirit just told them. But regardless, they were able to tell that that was Jesus of Nazareth, the same one who had been crucified. So it wasn't a ghost. He was a real person who had come back to life. Not only was Jesus not a ghost and not a zombie, like part of a bad Halloween parade, how many people fit in there? But he also wasn't like the guy who gets resuscitated on the beach after a drowning incident. Or like the guy who gets resuscitated on the ER table when they slap him with the defibrillators. Nope. Those guys who die and come back to life, they're different than Jesus, because when Jesus died and came back to life, he came back to new life, never to die again. The guy who gets slapped with the defibrillator, he comes back to life for a while, but eventually he only dies again. Not so with Jesus. Nope, he came back to life, having conquered both sin and death. Death didn't have a hold on him anymore. And so he never died again. And even though he rose from the grave over 2,000 years ago, he's still alive in the same resurrected body that doesn't give out and doesn't grow old and doesn't get worn down and can't die again. And that's good news. It's good news for us because it means Jesus defeated sin and death successfully. And it also means that we can expect that we'll be resurrected in bodies like Jesus's one day. But that's for another part of the creed. I believe in the resurrection of the body from the dead. Well, for all of us here at Don't Be a Heretic, thanks for coming. And remember, don't be a heretic.